Wow, what upbeat, cheering music when we find out a past friend is dead and someone's gone missing. What cheerful music to start this off with. Well, oh boy. Well, hello everyone, my name is Mitz, and here we are with Higurashi Where They May Cry. And literally, Tomotaki is dead, or whoever his name is apparently, because reading through those tips, it's more than likely that's actually an alias or a pen name. I literally took the time to write down each of the details for those clues from those two tips. And a few things to note is that, to me, because the detail of the folding bike he had was found 300 feet away from where he was found, it's more than likely these people, group of 4 people or more, decide to attack him on the bike. Maybe like Mio wasn't even with him at all, and just he got attacked with the bike, then got into a skirmish with that. I still need work at the suicide part of the madness and clawing at your throat thing, but like he was attacked off the bike, then fled, and you know, the whole thing went down. He was literally attacked, he fled away from the bike, and he was found dead there. That's probably the most likely conclusion. That's not his real name though, and all these different ideas and details. Keep in mind, clues are written down and all that. And honestly, like, one detail which I just realized sounded vaguely familiar going through this game, that I literally went back to the beginning to see if it was right. And yeah, I was true. Like, this detail about Mio and Takano being a nurse at Irie Clinic. I remember the third, one of the people, when Mion and Rina was giving Keiichi a good old tour around Hinamizawa the first time, they literally brought up Mio's name and talked about she was both a nurse at the clinic and had a hobby with birds and photography. They literally brought her up so quick, so soon in the story. But it's a passing detail and never comes up again until you see her, but she never gives her name until now. It's actually so cool, a bunch of stuff like that. Ooh, the writing's gonna be really tight then. Oh, that's gonna be great, that's gonna be fun. Oh boy. And just another small detail before going straight into the story, besides the whole social dynamic, I really want to look into the social dynamic. When I was looking, researching a tiny bit, non-spoilery of this game, I found out the person who wrote this game, and Yumi Neko, is actually going to be writing one of the Silent Hill games later on. I think it's Silent Hill F. Now that we got to this part, and how tightly written the game is, I'm actually way more likely to check that game out now. I'm actually astounded by how he writes. It's amazing. Oh boy, oh boy, oh. I'm really looking forward to see, how Keiichi takes all this information, how much it ruins his life and how much he's keep this a secret from everyone else. But look, it's class time, let's go. Sleepy. Yes, there's a lot of details to keep in your head. Have fun with that. You'll live without the rest of your life or until the end of next year. The stress will not go away. Whoa, that was a really big yawn, Keiichi-kun. Yeah, he had to deal with a lot today. I'm usually awake once it's time to eat, but doesn't look like I can do it today. Just eat your food quickly, then put your head on the table. I did that when I was in school, or in my area. Just sleep in study halls and all that, everything into sleep. I was watching TV until late last night. I'm so tired right now. Okay then, this is the next day then. Most likely. What's one of those raunchy TV shows you loved so much on last night? Okay. How extremely vile! Wait a second, don't imagine things jump to conclusions. It's perfectly normal for boys, nothing to be ashamed about. The same way of buying magazines. Rika not patting my head only made me feel worse. Could you just let me pass out this lunch break? No, you gotta do the games, obviously. No, seriously. My, you think I would just sit here and allow that? I will beat you up if you do anything. I'll get really angry if you disturb me. Really angry. Well, Sadako is having her way with you now. This is just dreadful. I mean, Sadako is gonna do something to you. Markers, pens, everything in your face. Just so sleepy. I slumped my head onto the desk and drifted off into an afternoon nap. It seemed that Sadako responded, but I pretended not to hear. Cut it out, Sadako-chan. Keiichi-kun fell asleep. His sleeping face. Oh, so cute, Star. You can take him home later. No. Let him be for now. Let's move over here. Be rude to Keiichi if he bothered him now. Rika-chan is a good girl. Let's not wake him up even if the teacher comes back. I take that back. The excuse I didn't sleep much last night because watching TV was a lie. I kind of figured. I was in bed the usual time, but because of the conversation with Oshi-san that afternoon, I didn't get much sleep. Just been a day like this? It's almost as if the incident with Tomotaki-san didn't happen at all. Yeah, because they don't know it happened at all. It made me think, was Oishi-san just trying to deceive me? That was probably the truth. Yeah, like, I'll say this much. They didn't report on the housewife murder. That was in the newspapers. Which is... it's kind of... It feels like such a weird detail. But it's not unheard of here. One thing was certain, I couldn't speak to anyone about it. Yay, secrets. Secrecy, secrecy, secrecies. He wanted my assistance, but I really didn't know anything about it. If I knew I wasn't going to be of any help, I probably wouldn't have listened in the first place. It ended up with me, again, regretting learning something I didn't need to know. If I had never learned about it, I would, without a doubt, be goofing off with the rest of them right now. I couldn't help but resent Oishi-san for this. Huh? What was that? I heard he wasn't there the next day. He appears vanished the night of the wanton Ganashi. Me whispered to keep others from listening. I can hear it clearly. On the other hand, Rina's voice is even harder to pick up. You can still tell that she's quite upset. Oh, they're learning the gossip now. It couldn't be. Are they talking about Tomotaki-san? Really? Take? Take? I'm not sure. That's all I know. I would have feigned ignorance about this topic because I need to keep it a secret. Rather than waking up and being forced to lie to join the conversation, it was just much easier to sit here and pretend I was asleep to listen to their discussion. Wait. Why did they pretend to be asleep while eavesdropping on my friend's conversation? The guilt. Stun. So, in me, there are others, right? Two. They don't know if it's from the curse or if this is from an Onikakushi. This is an Onikakushi. What the heck? Onikakushi? Onikakushi. Yeah, Oni's like a Japanese monster. To be hidden away by a demon? Oh, that's what Kakushi means, okay. What a mysterious phrase. Oh, that's what the title of the chapter is all about then. Oh gosh. I did, however, get the feeling it meant nothing good. Being hidden by a demon. That's, yeah, for some people that's very more exciting, okay? Okay? For some people it's exciting. Yeah, well, there was another, right? 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 If it's Oyashiro-sama's, yeah, curse. But, this year at all? Grandma the mayor had talked about it. Seems they talked to the police about it beforehand. They said to take care of whatever happens this year without causing a commotion. Then, without us knowing it, someone had into them. You mean? Maybe. Next could... me, I wonder. Don't worry. You get home safely. But is not allowed, right? That was a long time ago. Let's stop talking about this. Amidst the uncomfortable mood, both of them went silent. The entirety of the conversation was still a bit unclear, but a few parts caught my attention. Why aren't Rika and Sadako talking about it? I guess those two are just talking because they're more closer? First of all, the term Onikakushi. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the most intriguing phrase here. To be demoned away. By the context it was used in, I would guess it's similar to being spirited away. I suspected that was what it meant because Tomotaki-san, in that moment, it really bugged me that I don't know her name, vanished to the Wanta Ganashi. The next thing that struck me was when Rina said, there's another one, right? Yeah, okay, so Keiichi doesn't know her name, but we do because of the tips menu. Her name is Miyo Takano, and he only heard her first name, at the very least, when on the very sparse trip when Mion and Rina took some tour around Hinamizawa. So, Mion also said, if it's Oyashiro-sama's, yeah, responding to something. If it's Oyashiro-sama's curse, then there had to be 2 victims. Is that what she meant? Kind of think of it. I remember Mion saying in the beginning that they didn't know if it was from the curse, or if it was a case of Oni Kakushi. That's more intriguing. It seems that the curse and being demoned away are different things, and they were phenomena that were paired together. So the Oshiro-sama's curse is literally just someone dying, and the Oni Kakushi is literally just someone like being whisked away? Huh. And those are being paired together. I recall Tomatake-san's terrible end. That was something as elegant as disappearing. That horrendous end would be best described as cursed. Then the one with him, it means she vanished because she was demoned away? She truly was the demon. She could have joined a gang, this club already. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What I do know is that there's normally an even number of victims of the curse proper. And the last point that bothered me was Rina. Rina was frightened. For what reason, I didn't know. And because they're talking about this when you're like asleep, you're not gonna be able to talk about this at all because you're like pretending to be sleeping here, and eventually they were lying to you. However, she knew that something had made her a potential target for Oyashiro-sama's curse. If I recall correctly, Oyashiro-sama should be the guardian deity of Hinamizawa. Isn't a guardian deity supposed to defend the citizens and drive out invaders? If I recall correctly, yesterday Oshi-san said that originally the targets were enemies of the village, but recently there is no longer any distinction between them or regular outsiders. If that was the case, I don't think that I'd be more the likely target. I moved here more recently than Rina. She's also a transfer student. But she never exactly explained about why her and her family moved here. She dodged that question completely. From her composure, I can infer that she was grimly certain that she would be next. Yeah, don't worry about that, it's not you. Let's just start giving out head pass to people. I should probably relay what I heard just now to Oishi-san. Informing the police of what I heard by eavesdropping my friends while pretending to be asleep? It made me feel terrible. It raised a few questions and left me with a bad taste in my mouth. Would it be better not to seek the answers to those questions? As I came to learn more and more, I felt like I had fallen past the point of no return. I would definitely regret this one day. I would definitely regret ever having learned of these events. Wow, look at the teacher approaches. Keiichi-san, you must be awakened. In the distance I could hear the ring of the handbell signaling the start of the afternoon classes. At least Sadako is being more nice about this than Rika. Rika. I couldn't sleep at all. I hastily opened my eyes and raised my head up. It was in that moment when I leaned against the back of my seat. Ah! It was a thumbtack stuck in the back of my chair with tape. God damn it. Circumstantial evidence was enough. Sadako! Guilty without trial. Capital punishment. Rubber band stinging. Flick the forehead. I furiously jumped out from my seat. I tripped as if my feet were tangled up. Oh my god. My shoelaces had been tied together. How did you not hear all this or feel all this? God damn it. Not bad, Sadako. While I was sleeping, you were able to conceal your presence to pull such a fine piece of work. The teacher came in right as I was able to pull my shoelace and tackle Sadako. Oh! Did you not notice our teacher's a bride, Keiichi-san? I don't think she's gonna mind this blatant attack of assault right now. Hey teacher, please turn around right now. Take your seat. My god. Not caring one bit, I made her eat a flick to the forehead. Keiichi-san is being mean. Hey, don't pick on the younger kids, Maebara-kun. Turn your attention to this weird thing in the back of my chair for no reason. And my shoelace is tied. Apologize to her. I saw Sadako stick her tongue out at me, little brat. Come on, Maebara-kun. Yeah, I'll apologize. Sorry, Sadako-san. In any case, I apologize, even if it wasn't a completely insincere tone of voice. Damn her. I'll remember this. Well, you'll remember this, alright, from that choice. Yeah, references. Kei-chan, get your revenge at the club meeting. Take your seat. You're acting more talking about Rina. I sat down after Mia told me to. She switched to class representative mode. And thus the school day ended. And Sadako was never seen again from Keiichi. The boring class is finished. School is finally over for the day. This is a question. Like, they said like the festival happened near June, but like, is school's like almost over? Like, well, I don't know exactly like the whole like school turns to like all of that. Like, when do like Japanese schools like have their breaks and all that? I do not know the detail. Like, would their school be let out summer? But that was I know for like America, it was like the tradition started because of farming and all of that, like for kids to come out and actually help with the work at farmhouses, relaxation stuff, and they just continued to the normal present day. Don't know if that actually applies to Japan though. So Now then, what should we do for a club today? Personally, I'd like to play that deduction game one more time. I was hardly able to play it last time because of Oishi-san. Rina and I weren't even able to test out our strategy. That's right, today Keiichi-kun and I will be victorious! What should we do? We never played the same game 2 days in a row before. Oh my gosh, we're taking new ground. Anxiety. Why not try asking me? Asking me, but I'm right here and I say we do yes. Mia looked over her shoulder as we made eye contact. She slowly tapped her palm with her fist as her face lit up. Oops. I completely forgot. I need to go help my uncle today. Sorry guys, not today. Helping your uncle? Aren't you a little goody two-shoes? Sorry, really. Man, we're definitely not gonna have that happen ever again, huh? The 2-day row game. We'll make it happen another Sunday. I really did forget. Well then, sorry guys, I feel like this is a lie. This old man is heading back home now. Okay, bye. I won't see you around town for no reason. Mia left us with that and rushed out to the exit after snatching up her bag. You see, Mi-chan, she sometimes goes to help out her uncle's shop in town. Oh, I thought she was in the type to get caught up in such bothersome stuff. I feel you're covering this up. She said that she gets paid for it. It's quite a bit of spending money from what I hear. I see, says a blind man. She was able to pay for that mountain of gains with what she saved up from there. Okay, that makes sense, but I feel it still is a lie. But that, when you call that a part-time job, that's illegal. Isn't that against school policy? Yeah, I heard that was a thing in like normal school Japan. There's a clause that states household chores are excluded. So if your family has a shop that you can make, then it's fine. Is that what she's calling it? Like, actually, now I'm just wondering, like, I know, like, there's a clause that keeps coming up in, like, some, like, in some anime, I remember, like, some, like, some anime doing that. But, like, why exactly is it a law? Of course, like, because, like, culture shock, at least a tiny bit. I don't know the whole point of it, but I'm curious. Really curious. What history is behind it? Is that what she's calling it? So what now? Pass in the club today? So we're done today, I guess? So that means if Mion is not around at any time, it means the club is complete disbands. Won't I be fine even without the club resident? Let's do this. I opened the club locker and began searching for the deduction game from that ever-growing pile of games. Ah, here it is. The deduction game from yesterday. Man, I had to stop just as I was getting the hang of it. At the very least, I want to pay Sadako for what she did during the afternoon break. Is it going to be the same penalty, or... I do not mind. But is that fine for Rina-san and Rika? If Keiichi-kun wants to so badly, I won't mind playing for a bit. For a bit. I think it's better if we do it when we have everyone together. When it says it like that. I wanted to go shopping if there wasn't a club meeting today. Going to buy soy sauce and other things. Man, if we actually play this game and you give the air to someone else, then you would get that short and lickety-split then. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot. Well, I guess it's been a while. I should go treasure hunting. What's this now? No, everyone was no longer in the mood for club activities. Oh, I call it right then. Wow. If I kept on trying to push the matter, it may make them realize I had a trick up my sleeve. Oh well, I'll give up this time. Man, I was really looking forward to playing it. I jumped through the cards if I was still caught up on it. The next opportunity, I shall give you a sound thrashing. Oh! The murderer is Sadako. The murder weapon is the pistol. It was you after all. In the classroom. What did you say? I'll just... Sadako looked through the cards on the desk and stuck out 3 of them at me. The murderer is Keiichi. In the land of the rope. I'll definitely put that rope around your neck. I don't need no rope. I'll just strangle you like this with your fingernails. No! Okay, this is... okay. Keiichi said being such a beast. Oh my god. Ugh. Well, I guess it's good that I got that out of my system. Oh my god. Wow, we're getting new sprites. It's even more unsettling a tiny bit. I remember this, Keiichi-san. You'll remember this. She was used as a plaything for quite a while. What? You poor thing. What? Oh, Star, cute Star. Okay. And thus everyone got ready to go back home. If Mia's not around, this whole friend group goes to shit, apparently. I also helped gather up the scattered cards. I suddenly paused. They were just the suspect cards, but I noticed something strange. Rina, Satoko, Rika, Keiichi, Mion, Satoshi. Who's Satoshi? Satoshi? Not all the cards were made by us. Or at least every card besides this one has the name of a club member. Okay, time to put that on the list. Okay, Satoshi. Satoshi. Okay, that's a new name on the list here. Does this mean that this Satoshi fellow is a member? Was there someone in the class named Satoshi? I couldn't find anyone named Satoshi in the class roster stuck up on the wall. Huh. Keiichi-kun, let's hurry and finish cleaning up. Being rushed by Rina, I finished it quickly. Sadako and Rika-chan had already headed up merrily for their lockers, so we were the only ones left in the classroom. Right now, Rina had already gone to her bag and was ready to leave. Hey, Rina. Must be quite a few people who transferred from the school, right? I tried asking Rina a bit of a roundabout way. Rina made a troubled face and then answered. Yeah. Hinamizawa is a royal town, right? Some people transfer out every now and then. Then is Satoshi another one of those transferees? Sorry, I don't really know. There was a bit of a pause. The answer was pretty much immediate. I'm not saying it to be mean. Just last year, I transferred in, so maybe I just missed him. So I didn't hear much about him. Sorry. Huh. I am not sure, sorry. Her answer was a lot like when she refused to tell me about the murder of the dam. I was saddened by her denial, and felt a little bit of anger. I'm their friend, aren't I? Ooh, the rift is starting to form. Friends don't keep secrets from their friends, do they? Depends on what the secret is, honestly. Though I do appreciate that they kept that unsettling cursed thing from me. But if everyone is worried about it, I'd rather be worried with them. That's what it means to be friends, right? They don't see you as a friend, you're an outsider. For a moment, I wondered just what kind of face I was making just then, with these mixed feelings of sadness and annoyance. Keiichi-kun, you're making a scary face. Why is it? Why? It was probably exactly the kind of face Rena said it was. It appeared my grim expression had frightened her. Sorry. I was really looking forward to the club today. I'm just feeling down about it. I rustled Rena's hair. Let's go home. Dragging that awkward mood with us, we headed home. The lies start abundant now. The Higurashi. I wonder why. Why have I been getting this dumb feeling lately? I didn't know anything. I had nothing to worry about. I was just enjoying my everyday life. My long, outstretched shadow gave no answer to my naive inquiry. Keiichi-kun, are you tired, maybe? Maybe? Rina timidly questioned the reason behind my mood. I'm sure my expression made the situation even more unsettling. Well, have fun lying your way out of this now, Keiichi! You think so? Yeah. You seem to have been a little out of it ever since this morning. Maybe a cold? Well, his sleep didn't really went weird. Physically, I was pretty sure I was in perfect health. It may not seem like it, but I've had perfect attendance since elementary school. And actually thinking about it, like they feel like they have no reason to talk about the curse at all because he's only been getting all the curse talk from Tomatake. Like every time Keiichi talked to him, no one else was around. Literally no one else. So they have no reason to think that like they should even bring it up to him. And yeah, it's making things worse a tiny bit. Oh boy. Physically, I was pretty sure I was in perfect health. It may not seem like it, but I've had perfect attendance since elementary school. Rena continued on since I didn't give her an answer. It could be that fatigue from the moving has finally caught up to you. It's completely different from where you used to live after all. Of course you gotten tired, since there's so much you need to get used to and remember. Maybe that's it. Yeah, it has to be. That's not ominous. Rena was also like that at first, too. I can tell, you know. You know. I wondered if Rena had also experienced a slight bit of alienation last year that I was feeling right now. Thinking so, I felt that she was the only one who could understand how I felt. I'd like to hear about when you first came to Hinamizawa, and answer properly this time. How was it? Feeling I had been drawn to the conversation, her face suddenly brightened. It was the same as Keiichi-kun. I didn't know the villagers' names at all. Michan and the rest were all very kind, so I wasn't lonely, but I did still feel a little out of place. Rina told me all the details of when she had moved here. All of her first acquaintances and surprises, worries and good times. So, Sadako got you too? Yeah. There was a thumbtack put on my chair. Poke. Then with that, yeah. That really takes me back. When were you invited to the club? The first day? Nah. There wasn't a club at the beginning. Oh, it only just formed, like, sometime in the past year when you came, huh? Which then means you know who Satoshi is, then. Nah, there wasn't a club at the beginning. It was formed partway through. One day, she said we should stay after and hold a big game tournament. Come to think of it, Mion did say she was the first club president. Wait, like the first club president? Does that mean there's no clubs in this whole school? Now I get it. This is a secret, but Mi-chan used to be really bad at the beginning. Really bad? She'd never win. Huh? Mion? Mion, really? I can't even imagine that. She had to do most of the penalties that she came up with. Seriously, don't tell. I can't believe Mion was like that. Well, everyone has to learn at some points. So she gradually transformed into a monster, a demon, into this demon club who used any means necessary to win during that time. The Oni Kakushi, they whisk away everyone. They're all demons demoning everyone away. It all makes sense. Mion is at her best when she's fighting dirty. Maybe she's being fair at the beginning, that's why she kept like losing. So, I began making more friends besides Meech after that, but yeah. It might have only been since you moved here. I had finally felt like I had gotten used to it here. Yeah, there's an outsider here, and now you're part of the group. I guess Rina had also been left in the dark about Oyashiro-sama when she had just moved here. I guess when they finally told me about Oyoshiro-sama, I'd be considered one of them. I wonder when I'll finally be considered one of them. Huh? Did you say something? No, sorry. Just talking to myself. Keiichi-kun, you're silly. Rina's poking fun and laughing at me, and I couldn't help but laugh as well. But I suddenly stopped. Then, after making up my mind, I spoke. Are you gonna say the question I'm thinking? Hey, Rina. Is there something that everybody is keeping from me? Huh? No, not at all. You're lying, aren't you? Rina suddenly stopped. Her expression was cold and intense. Oh. What do you mean by that, Keiichi-kun? Oh. Ooh, that sharp mood change. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Her tone was still the same cheering, lighthearted as one as before. You are, aren't you? You're keeping something from me. Without understanding what I meant, her expression grew even more intense. Seeing that face, I regretted saying something so rash. But she came back at me in a way I didn't expect. Why? What the fu- Well then, Keiichi-kun. Aren't you keeping something from us? Huh? Her tone didn't change, but it was the first time I'd seen this expression from Rina. With how her gaze pierced through me, I couldn't believe this was the same Rina. Oh my god. Aren't you? Lies or secrets? Aren't you? You are. Secrets. She didn't exactly say that part, but she looked as if she did. The incident with Tomotaki-san and how I felt alienated from the group. Even without having to think about it, there were things I knew that I felt guilty about. But I didn't tell everyone about what happened to Tomotaki-san, to be considerate. I was keeping a secret just the same way they didn't tell me about Oyashiro-sama. Then, aren't we even? No, I'm not. No lies. Nor secrets. Liar. Her answer was instant, it shook me. Rina stared as if it was burning through me. Watching me. Like a hawk. Oh god, okay, wow, okay, this is... Okay, we're going straight into it. Honestly, at the beginning of this section, I thought it was going to be another small bit before any more unsettling things happen. No, we went straight through it. Okay, everything is now permanently now in a state of actual tension for the whole group now. Yay, nice. Watching me like a hawk. Why would you say I'm lying? Didn't you say that you were called into the teacher's room yesterday during the club meeting, Keiichi-kun? I know. You didn't go to the teacher's room. I swallowed hard. It clearly wasn't a bluff. She knew what happened. The teacher said you had a guest, didn't she? But you didn't talk at the entrance. You talked inside of a car near the school gate. With some man we don't even know. Rina knew everything. She knew that I was caught up by Oishi-san, that I heard of the incident with Tomotaki-san as well. Did she know all of it? Exactly who was that man? I don't know him. Why did someone you don't know have business with you? I want to know that myself. Then what did you talk about? It has nothing to do with you guys. It was a lie. Oh boy. Rina's scream echoed through the trees. Oh my god. Okay, there's something going wrong with you. There's something wrong with you, Rina. Oh my god. Something frightened burst into the air. Lies! I couldn't exhale the deep breath I had just taken. Oh my god. No, it was like I wasn't allowed to exhale. It was here I first realized. The person in front of me, she wasn't Rina Ryugu. Is she Reina now? Then who was it that was standing before me now? Who had assumed Rina Ryugu's appearance? I held my breath for so long I could feel myself suffocating. Right? Then she made a facial expression that Rina normally would have made. It didn't matter that it was Rina's usual smile. It chilled me to the bone. Oh boy. She drew closer to me. I felt her breath against my face. It wasn't the least bit exciting. Whoever this was with Rina's face was going to chew my nose right off. I cowered as I imagined that. Then, She smirked as if she was able to see right through me. We also have secrets, just like how Keiichi-kun has secrets. It was Rina's usual smile. Her eyes were still like that of a hawk's. Bring her face closer to mine to almost bump into my nose. She kindly persuaded me. I couldn't nod or shake my head. This person sitting in front of me, this person who looked like Rina, frightened me to my core. I was terrified knowing that she could hear the sound of me swallowing nervously. It felt like eternity. To her long, empty silence, she finally spoke. Let's go. It's getting chilly. It was Rina again. Smiling at me once more, she started walking as nothing had happened at all. When I was released from her gaze, my legs gave out from under me, and I slumped onto the ground. I wasn't able to lift a finger until Rina was out of sight. Who was that? My god! I felt cold. My body was drenched in sweat. I was finally able to form a coherent thought and ask myself once again, who was that person? Who looked like Rina Ryugu? Yay! 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 Happy fun times. Happy, happy, happy fun times. Oh my god, that's great. Holy shit, she's keeping a persona up. Oh god. Holy fucking shit. I was out of it and couldn't bring myself to do anything until dinner except stare blankly into space. God damn it, that was... Oh my god, that's good. No wonder people think this is great. Oh god, I'm getting more and more excited the more it goes along. Oh god. That like big font of just lies appearing on the screen like that. Oh god, that's good. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I love it. Ooh. Ooh, yes. Love it, love it, love it. I was out of it and couldn't bring myself to do anything until dinner except stare blankly into space. And I'm just thinking about it. Rina also just from like what broken up like conversation they had right there, Rina feels like she could be the next one to curse too. Hmm. Hmm. Was it terrified from Rina going off on me? No, that's not right. That was someone else who only looked like Rina. Then who could it have been? It was a dreadful feeling. Another small details thinking about it now. She brushed off like why she came to this town like quickly not asking about Keiichi, and like it feels like now, like after that question was asked, it feels like a whole thing of like you would have a perfect thing to explain next time you're asked. Like this whole this whole thing of like you couldn't think of a lie at the moment, so like you directed the conversation somewhere else, and then you think about how to spread the lie and like have like the perfect way to speak and all that. Same way, like if you have something to hide, you have a perfectly mashed up answer to anything anyone obviously would ask you. And like when you're usually speaking the truth or something, you would usually like you need some time to think about it. When you're in a lie or something like that, sometimes it's mostly you have a quick thing to explain in your head or some way to brush through things or go along with it. It could be the same thing with like telling the truth and all that, but usually it's mostly associated with lying, having perfect, like actual, oddly perfect answers for almost everything. That or just like lying with the truth of really you actually are saying the truth, but you're not saying the whole entire thing. That whole thing. My gosh. God. It was a dreadful feeling. Knowing that that was someone else, not Rina. So tomorrow I shouldn't have a problem talking to Rina like I usually do. That thought was strangely comforting. And since like and now just learning all this, and if the writing was meant to make you think that Rika and Sadako were gonna be the people who are gonna like be a victim and a culprit at the same time way later on, and they were adding on to the fact that Mion, like there's the possibility that Mion's hiding things, and now the whole scene with Rina. Now they put complete and utter doubt into literally every single person in this group now. And now you feel like an outsider and more than ever you do ever before. Nice! Nice. Have fun, Keiichi. You're not gonna get out of this. I'm completely and utterly sane or normal-ish. Quote-unquote normal. That thought was strangely comforting. I concluded that I should just calm down and clear my head. Though those thoughts continued swirling around my mind. Finally, I returned to my senses as I heard my mother calling out to me from the bottom of the stairs. Keiichi! It's a call from the bookstore! Bookstore? Oh my gosh, someone's trying to blackmail me with you books! Can't think of why they'd be calling me. I went downstairs and picked up the receiver anyway. Are we gonna get, like, sprites of your parents? Because then my next thought is something bad is gonna happen to them or something like that. I'm still so weirded out that we're getting new sprites of some characters. Like, we didn't have any sprites for the teacher this whole time. Like, in the times we had, like, small talks to the teacher, like, right now with her, like, her new sprites, blue-haired, like white shirt, everything like that, those are for very, I mean, very small, terse conversations. And now we're getting it after learning with a curse. Maybe just because of, like, the small detail that Keiichi mentions in him, he didn't pay attention to anyone, like, when getting used to people and all that, and now he's fully registering them now. Finally is. But, like, that's actually a cooler detail if he's, like, picking up on that more now. Oh boy. Oh boy. I went downstairs and picked up the receiver anyway. My apologies for calling so late at night. Oh, hi. It's me, Oishi, the Okinomiya bookshop. Oishi-san? Oh, it's Oishi-san! Sorry. Since your parents picked up, I said I was in the bookstore. It puts people off when I see a police officer. Yeah, I actually can believe that, honestly. Oishi-san was, in his own way, rather courteous. Look, this is another thing of, like, why, like, sometimes lying is also kind of good. Only when it's, like, white lie stuff, but, like, keeping the peace and stuff like that. That's something even more deeper and all that. Depends on, like, how deep it goes to the friend group of Keiichi it is. It definitely seems like it's a bigger thing based on how Rina fucking reacted there. It seems like a much bigger deal than anything. If it was just a thing of, like, keeping, like, making sure that Keiichi was fine, sure. But if Rina had that stupid fucking reaction because of literally just him going to talk to someone, the whole thing of all that, ooh boy. She has something she's thinking about. She's not letting anyone else know. Or she's letting, like, Mion know from the looks of it. Oh boy. Oishi-san was, in his own way, rather courteous. Even so, I didn't want my parents hearing me talk to the police. I brought the cordless phone with me as I dashed up back to my room on the second floor. Sorry for calling so late. That phone number, the piece of paper I gave you yesterday, was the old number. My apologies. You copy down the number I'm about to give you now? Yeah. Okay. He gave me the number for his direct line as I wrote it down. I thought that was the end of it, but he began making pointless small talk, and it was pretty hard to hang up. So how's it been, Maebara-san? Did anything strange happen recently? I see. This was the real reason. I thought that was obvious. He really beat around the bush there. His adult conversational skills left me slack-jawed. Are you from around here, Oishi-san? Yeah, I am. Born and raised in Okinomiya, Mina. If he's from around here, he might know. He doesn't live in Hinamizawa, but he lives around the general area, like nearby town. Oishi-san, do you know what this Onikakushi thing is about? I believe that's when somebody suddenly vanishes because they've been abducted by a demon. It's a special saying from around here. It has the same meaning as spirited away like everyone else says. Whereas my friends would say they didn't know when I asked, this older man gave me a direct answer. They had something to hide. Oh boy. And if, like, it's gonna be a weird feeling altogether if, like Rika and Sadako would be the most honest people if, like, you ask things directly. But if what I'm theorizing is true, then, like, Sadako's gonna kill Rika, and Sadako's probably gonna lie about killing Rika. But, like, it's gonna be another thing entirely if Lily, besides that, Sadako is literally just as helpful as literally everything. That's just another dynamic I kind of love. Just, like, someone does something obviously bad, but, like, besides that whole thing, they're completely and utterly helpful with practically everything else. Like, that just seems so intriguing to me and stuff like that. And I'm pushing that idea more and more because I honestly just want to see it happen. Someone doing something horrible and kind of getting away with it. The idea just intrigues me to no end when I like started getting used to like Phoenix Wright and other stuff like that. If like I'm a culprit always gets away and stuff like that, and then I was thinking, oh, like what about the opposite? And that kind of thing feels like it'd be perfect for these kind of games, like pure just like visual novel, just pure horror, psychological horror stuff. I really want to see that. Oh, made me a bit happy they answered me directly without trying to hide anything. Is he be the only trustworthy person here? I'm already getting vibes about that anyway. Yeah, old adult. Like he can also just like be lying and all that, but like at this point, like even now, it kind of feels it's way much more. What is the word for it? The word is to my tongue. Like I'm positive or like more well-meaning lying, something a word like that. Like it's a more like a white lie, something like that. The tip of tongue was going on down. Just can't. Like it's well intentioned at the very least. Like if someone's lying to you, you can tell immediately doing it well intentionally. But like that's what it felt like for like the group, and like just because of all that, everything now just casts so much more into goddamn doubt now. Oh god. Hinamizawa was I'm not sure if I should tell you this, Maebara-san. Don't try to play this off. If you're not gonna talk, then I'm not gonna tell you anything. No, no. That's not what I meant. It may make you feel bad. You see, long ago, Hinamizawa was feared as the village where demons reside. Ah, I see. So the club name is, apt. Demons? By demons, you mean those pitchfork-carrying things in hell? Most of the time, but based on the stuff I've seen, those creatures are the ones you should be worried about. The real monsters are the humans and all that. At least those people, at least demons, like you can make it obvious, or like that's just the front that's being put up. But like for people, they'll try to make you feel like you're better and all that. Monsters, demons, devils, all that kind of stuff. Don't trust anyone. Paranoia, full scale. More like human eating monsters. Why am doing this music? Okay. They go down to villages, snatching people up and gobbling them all down. That kind of tale. Okay, the boogeyman. Demons snatching up people is what this Onikakushi really means, huh? They said that the curse and being demon away happen together. What does that mean? I already knew the mysterious deaths happening 5 years in a row. But I didn't know whether there were people disappearing for those same 5 years. Wait, 5 years? I only got four things. And one was the whole thing with the radio. I need to rewatch that then because I thought for sure they only mentioned was four. Then they're talking about this year. Unless I'm misremembering details, does that mean Tomataki left a year out from all this, actually? Unless I'm misremembering things. I didn't know there were people disappearing for those same 5 years. The curse and being demon away happened together? First time I've heard of that. Is that how it is, Maebara-san? That's what I want to know. Like, that's a weird way to put it. Like, someone dies and goes missing? Why are you skirting around the issue now? I heard Rina and Mion talking. They said if it was really Oyashiro-sama's curse, then both the curse and demoning away would happen. Oishi began hemming and hawing the other end of the receiver. Maybe something about that came to mind. Maebara-san, do you know the first incident? The murder by dismemberment? Yeah. One of the 6 perpetrators is still on the run, right? Hypothetically. What if he is on the run, but was demoned away? Huh? That's the outrageous hypothesis from Oshi-san. It's more like just like possibilities. Like even though like just one game comes to mind, a detective. Like even if it sounds impossible, just like think about it even further. Eliminate the impossible. What remains is the truth, and all that kind of stuff. And even like look into supernatural causes, even if it doesn't seem like it. Like even if you look at like there's even the whole thing of like supernatural stuff maybe have actual like real world applications, but like being twisted around to make it look supernatural. But it turns out there's more practical reasons for it. And just throwing away the supernatural like idea and theories altogether is kind of foolish sometimes because there might be truth to it. Like a lie is there's truth in a lie, and there's some lies and truths. Yeah. The incident 4 years ago was the particularly ghastly one. Oh, it was just okay, no, maybe it was just besides like the fifth year was literally just here. In the last four, the first one was literally just dismemberment. Okay, if that's what I got wrong and weirdly in this case. Okay. The police already knew the perpetrators, so they posted tons of wanted posters with his face on them. They staked out various locations and investigated every possible escape route he had. But after 4 years, there wasn't even a hint of where he might be. Unless the police were completely incompetent. If it was an outrageous hypothesis, it couldn't simply laugh it off. Then what about the incident next year, when the man who supported the project and his wife both died in an accident? Man who supported the project and his wife died in the same accident. That's the priest, the Shinto priest, and the wife who left a suicide note but left. Wait, an accident? Oh wait, no. Oh, that's the people on the the guardrail thing, like on the balcony. They fell from the wind. Something a tsunami, like something 5 or 3, I think. Yeah, not a tsunami, but a wind or a hurricane. I can't remember. Well, actually, it was only the husband who died in an accident. The other, the wife, like went missing. And I remember like almost always went down to the swamp. Someone going missing. The guy in the car, who's the suspect, the main suspect for the dismemberment killing, his car was at the swamp. The body part piece of the arm, I think it was not found. That guy just went missing in the swamp. They mentioned about the river, like going towards the swamp, and I don't know exactly, like, didn't mention it at the swamp itself nearby Hinamizawa, but like if Juro, Tomatake, and maybe Mio were like biking or like, you know, walking by the swamp when it happened, then she could just like went into the swamp while being like, you know, as they were being attacked by people, and like could be the whole thing of like Jiro just like taking his bike, like just like walking the bike along, and then attacked and all that. Like, this was the thing I was thinking about. Like, he could have just been on his bike and like people has attacked him there, but like that would require more further planning. If he's just walking his bike, just talking with Mio before, you know, they parted ways and he decided to go back to Tokyo, then literally the whole 4-person like attack group would come and like try to kill him or like speak to question him or whatever that is, whatever their motives are. Well, actually, it was only the husband who died in an accident. His wife's body never surfaced. Unless you found the body, then it's considered a missing person by law. At the time of the incident, the river below the cliff being muddy rapids. Oh, it was a cliff, okay. The police divers had searched every branch off the main stream of the river for dozens of miles, but in the end, they weren't able to find her body. But that's just them not being able to find the body. She's still dead, right? Isn't it different from her being demoned away? You cannot say someone is dead without their body. Yeah. Until a certain number of years pass, by law she's treated as still alive. Don't know what it is in Japan, but like, I can't even remember what it is for the US either. I'm not sure if it was right to call that being demoned away, while just being missing. The wife is missing. At least that part was reality. Yeah, but like, tell me, Keiichi, what does it mean for someone to be demoned away? Literally just they go missing. If no one sees a demon whisk that person away, that's still the equivalent of being missing. And if you see someone being, like, you know, kidnapped, that just means they're still missing then if you haven't found them yet. How about the 3rd year? The Shinto priest died of illness, and his wife committed suicide? Maebara-san? That's actually the exact same scenario. Oh. Wait, what? The wife had supposedly thrown herself into the bottom of a swamp deep in the forest around Hinamizawa. Meaning it's all circumstantial evidence. They simply found her suicide note in front of the swamp. A diver was able to recover a few of her articles, but they weren't able to find a body. The investigative headquarters believed that she had faked her death and was still alive somewhere. Was the suicide note actually her handwriting then? I'm not sure if we can refer to these cases as being demoned away. Just as you said, every year, one person goes missing. Does go missing. Well, the incident this year, the one with Tomataki-san has gone missing, then what about the incident with the housewife being beaten to death? Who went missing? I believe the perpetrator was caught, right? Yeah, we arrested him. He was just a miscreant with a record of narcotics abuse. He admitted to the crime while being questioned about a different incident. One of those type deals, yeah. But, well, you see, After he's arrested, a child from the victim's home went missing. Oh. It's literally just a whole thing of like whoever's like connected to the person who's dead then goes missing. Yeah, makes sense. It's still under investigation as to whether the disappearance had anything to do with the crime. But you said you caught him, right? Did he have an accomplice? No idea. It was most likely only the one perpetrator. Moreover, we can't even check now, because while under investigation, that man, he died in his holding cell. Really? He swallowed a spork and choked to death. What? Just eating food casually and just okay. Those cream puffs. It's not known whether it was an accident or suicide. Meaning, for the last 5 years, there's always one person who dies and one who goes missing? That's about right? No, actually, I'm surprised as well. I never realized they had that in common. I couldn't believe that this could help lead to the closing of those incidents. It's just something they had in common. Could it be that those demoned away have something in common? Oichi-san mumbled as he seemed to be thinking about it. Like, there could be a whole thing of like the people who actually like went missing have a connection. And maybe something along with the being actual objective was the key, getting the person who was actually the main motive was actually like well, for some of them was actually get the person missing, and like the original like death, the person who's dead is actually like just a side crime or something like that. Doesn't make sense for the first, doesn't make sense for the very first crime, of dismemberment, but maybe for the other ones, maybe. Doubt it though. It's just all over the place. So I summarized the events. The first year was a dam employee. Second year was the wife of a dam product supporter. Third year was the wife of the Shinto priest. Fourth year was the victim's family's child. The fifth year was the victim's girlfriend, I guess. I guess it's safe to assume right now, or just friends at the very least. Gotta look into that relationship more. It doesn't seem like there's anything that connects them. With the exception of the first year, wives and girlfriends, those do stand out. It does seem like there are a lot. Then that means the fourth year's the victim's child was different. It would have really stood out if it were all married couples. Except it's not just married couples, but parents and children as well. Is that missing children actually to Satoshi? No, it doesn't make sense because, like, unless Rina's lying, like, when she came here the first, like, year... Hold on, wait. Fourth year's victim. Rina said she came and, like, the club was instated, like, partway through. So Satoshi could have been, like, a member there and was actually the person who went missing, like, around that time that happened. And it was... yeah... And everyone's keeping hunky-dory silent about that. Since that was last year's thing, they want to keep quiet about it, and like hopefully that was just a coincidence. Which, you know, honestly, like in terms of like the club itself, it's most likely just would have been that nothing really happened. That was just a one-and-done deal. But if Rina's like worried about that, then did they learn something about Satoshi that could apply to it? Interesting. Come to think of it, I believe Tomotaki-san also told me younger brother is alive and has moved, if I recall correctly. The child that went missing the fourth year, who were they? Apparently he was quite mature. 1 year older than you. Oh, the music's going down. Yep, I knew it! His name was Satoshi Honjo-san. Huh? Satoshi? I remember that name. Didn't they tell me Satoshi transferred out last year? This is going to be quite of a game to figure out exactly what the fuck is happening. This is now not even turning into a game of, Keiichi, you know those little, games you're playing in your club? Now it's escalated to an actual physical police incident. Not fun and games anymore, the penalties. Those penalties are going to become much more harsher and harsher as time goes on when you're trying to mix it together. God, that's good writing. Oh god, I love this so much. He was at your school up until last year. Didn't they tell you anything about him? Come to think of it, when I transferred in, I believe they said my seat belonged to a recent transfer student? Then where I sat once belonged to the one who was demoned away. It was his seat? I recall the cold sensation that came from that desk. It made my hair stand on end. The string of mysterious deaths. No, Oyashiro-sama's curse. I now knew how it connected to me. That chilling sensation. It was the feeling of Oyashiro-sama caressing the back of my neck. Oyashiro-sama's curse, huh? Could Oyashiro-sama's curse really exist? In all honesty, I was beginning to believe it. And I was scared. That was why I wanted to say it was a plot created by a man and not the work of a curse. To be honest, I'm actually nervous about this as well. Thinking more about it. That's probably just the whole thing of like you're being the protagonist and like you're being actually synchronized, the whole thing. That's what it feels like writing wise. People keep saying that. The more I dug into it, the less likely that seemed. No, the more I dug, the more mysterious it became. If I kept digging, eventually, I'd reach the point where I'd learn something I really should know. Information hazards. To either be none the wiser, or to seek an answer I may regret. Which one would I be happier with? And that just comes down to whether, like, the circumstances around it. Whether there's something you care about, and you want to forget about entirely, or it's something you hate and you want to know the terrible truth that surrounds them. As some sort of revenge. It literally all just comes by a case-by-case basis. Maybe it'll be me next time. My execution can only be delayed for 1 year. There's also the thing that the whole theory of the whole thing by a year, like a yearly death. You know, it doesn't mean like people are not gonna die until then, you know? Doesn't mean that. People still commit crimes even without the ritual. Yeah, just gonna leave that in there for no reason. That comment, that thought. Oh boy. That was what I remembered. Rina. Rina said she may be the next victim of the curse. You mean Rina Ryugu-san? She transferred last year and she's your classmate, isn't she? These incidents really might be a bit too disturbing for a girl. She's not just scared, is she? She pretended to be scared, thinking about it even more, actually. A bit too disturbing for a girl. Like, yeah, this doesn't apply here. Like, not even just because of that. Like, be a man. Like, yeah, literally just everyone here is, like, has some sort of strength and all that. It doesn't matter if it's not physical, some mentally. It's not that. It wasn't that. She said it might be her next. She said in a way that made me think that she had a concrete reason behind it. It felt like she was convinced. Almost as if, you could say she was frightened. Her sudden change in demeanor. The stoner looked like Rina, but wasn't Rina. Oh yeah, another detail to not bring up at all, just to leave it hanging there. Rina's giving like food to the family, and we're eating it constantly. Just another detail like that. Nothing worry about it. Nothing worry about it. Pickles and all that. That might be unrelated. All the strange things I felt from Rina today came back to me. I see. Then I'll be doing a bit of investigating on this end. Please continue your observation of Ryugu-san, Maebara-san. Are you asking me to keep Rina under surveillance? That's not what I mean, Maebara-san. I just want you to watch out for your friends who doesn't end up the next victim. That moment, just as my mouth was agape because I was so impressed with his mature, clever way with words. Knock knock. Just a knock at the door sent my heart racing. An instant I had pointlessly covered at the end of the receiver. Keiichi, get the door, please. Inside the door, I heard my father's oddly upbeat voice. What could it be? It's so late. Hey, look at Rina! She knows she wiretapped your phone! Paranoia. Oh, sorry, my dad just came in. Can we leave it at this for tonight? Yeah. My apologies again for calling so late. If you find out anything else, please let me know. I'll tell you if I make any progress in this end. Well then, have a pleasant evening. Hey, Keiichi, hurry up and open up. Daddy's got his hands full. with painting supplies. What is Dad doing? I'd stay in the same position while on the phone the whole time, so my joints were aching. Went to the door, so my father was standing there with a tray. Wow, look at the tray, food! On that tray, cookies and 2 cups of black tea. Fairly fancy spread for a household. There was even sugar and lemon slices on the side. Everything you could ask for. This was quite the show of hospitality. What's going on, Dad? What's all this for? Oh, come now, don't play, Keiichi. I'm coming in. Dad was in high spirits and a smirk on his face. But for my entire life, I'd never seen him act this hospitable. Paranoid with family now! I don't think it's that. Honestly, I don't feel paranoid about that. What had gotten into him? So what were you talking about? I jumped. This is something I had to keep from my father. But how can I explain to him I was talking to a detective? I'm assuming he was, this late at night. Nothing much. Just chatting with the boys, gossiping with girls and all that. Don't worry about it. Just a friend. I don't mean the phone. She was here, wasn't she? Rina-chan? Huh? She wasn't here. Oh, come now, don't try to keep it from me. She just come over to play. You two were chatting away, so I thought I'd bring some tea, but looks like I just missed her. I had no idea what Dad was talking about, but a cold sweat dripped down my back. How long were we talking? Rina-chan went upstairs about half after, so close to an hour, I guess. Just writing a comment down, Rina knows everything. You saw her come up to the 2nd floor? Yeah, I did. I also told her that your room was the door down the hall up the stairs. Rina came to my house about an hour ago. Dad met her at the door and called out to me on the 2nd floor. I probably didn't hear him because I was so focused on my conversation with Oshi-san. I didn't reply, but he knew I was in my room, so he had her come inside. Then told her my room was the 2nd floor. She thanked my dad and went upstairs. An hour passed. She passed by my dad just as he was bringing up tea and left. She came upstairs about an hour passed. Then passed by my dad and returned home. Then, after she came upstairs until she left, where was Rina? There's only a short hallway between my room and the stairs. Meaning, Rina had, for about an hour, in the hall. No, she couldn't have been sitting in front of my door all the time. The door of my room wasn't particularly thick. You could easily hear everything being said inside. All the unsettling and guarded things I spoke to Oshi-san about began running through my head. Honey, don't tease him. More importantly, you need to clean up your studio. It's a mess again. Mom yelled up at Dad from downstairs. Dad left the tray with me and went downstairs with a disappointed chortle. I followed my dad out of the room with my eyes. Looked down the floor on the doorframe where Rina might have stood all the time. Just now, as I was talking to Oshi-san, with my back turned, Rina was standing a mere 6 feet away. The whole time? Oh. All that time, in this dimly lit doorway? What did she see? What did she hear? For what reason? As the steam from the 2 cups ominously wafted and twisted, the aroma of black tea filled my room. Nice. God, this is good. Oh, God, this is good. Oh. Oh. Ooh. So good. Nice. Notice from the police chief. Oh, boy. Oh, God. I don't know what to say besides it's all good. Achievement unlocked. Lies. Rina has an angry face. God damn it. Wow. Oh, my God. Lies, I say. It's all lies. Oh, my God. Okay, now, like, with the tips guide, what kind of name is Rina? I feel like there's going to be a point later on where the whole Reina part is going to come up in the group. Oh, my. And since, like, literally that's the thing, because it's going to be another I guess wordplay type deal, like not just a wordplay like puns and all that, but like just speaking, because Japanese language has everyone like speaking honorifics and like, you know, being respectful and polite. That just means that if Rina doesn't want the rest of the group to find out there's something tense with her and Keiichi, she does to keep allowing him to call her by Rina, or literally the whole group is now going to suddenly hear that Keiichi is being asked to refer to her as Reina, or by her last name, which is going to set up major red flags for everyone else. Another good thing. Oh my god, that's going to be... I feel like it's going to come up in conversation later on. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh. Man, it's kind of interesting. Like, I'll be honest, like, I do love this type of life stuff like that much, but I could start to feel like if it happened like two or like, I guess, two more, like maybe chapters worth of that happened, I probably would have lost a bit more, like, probably lost interest, honestly. A tiny bit, or just like holy, like we got the gist of it and all that, and now I'm glad I went to this now. Oh, pacing. Ooh, noticing the police chief. Just feels like this tip section is all just about him, not just like almost reading through case files. And Keiichi, even if you're not playing detective or anything like that, you're playing as literally a scout or just someone who's like an insider now, like a double agent. Have fun with that. July 1st, 1982. To Departments 1 through 12, Blank Prefecture Police Headquarters, Director General Blank, to the Chief Constable and all faculty managers. Regarding cases situated in the Hinamizawa village, notice, as cases in Shishibon City, Hinamizawa village have been reported by certain sections of mass media. It has drawn global attention, which is causing serious repercussions for the local residents. This has become a very serious situation. Oh god, yay! Everyone in town is gonna be on fucking edge now. Nice. To protect the livelihood and prosperity of the residents, the following notice has been issued. Number 1. Designate the following criminal investigations as classified. Okinomino Station 1982, case number blank. Hinamizawa Village housewife murder, dated June blank. Okinawa Station 1982 murder case, blank. Hinamizawa Village student disappearance, dated June blank. 2. Non-disclosure information. Okinomiya Station 1979, case number blank. Hinamizawa Village site foreign murder, dated June blank. Shira Station 1980, case number blank. Shirakawa Natural Park falling incident. It goes further before that? Dated June blank. Okinomiya Station 1981, case number blank. Hinamizawa Village Shinto priest wife's disappearance dated June blank. Like, no, like that whole like following thing is the Guardware thing. But I swear to God, if there's a whole thing about like it's been going on for way longer, no one's mentioned it. 3. Requesting self-restraint from each organization concerning the release of sensitive information. Please see attached reference materials 1, 2, and 3. Management blank, Prefecture Police Headquarters. Internal line blank. Police Affairs Department blank blank. Wow, nice. Okay, I'm glad I went through going through these tips more. Even if it's just, god damn it. Oh god. Oh my. Oh, actually, I want to check something out real quickly. But I'm 1 second. Save and load. That was into chapter 7. Oh, the chapters are now consisting entirely like that, like hour long. Oh my gosh. Bygone are the days of the slice of life stuff. Now we're getting more about Rina, honestly, and like she had she had some focus at the beginning. Now I honestly there's gonna be a tension at the very beginning of the classroom. How is it gonna transfer with Mion and Rika and Sadako? I'm starting to feel like Rika and Sadako are probably gonna be the most normal people ever. And honestly, oh god, this can be so heartbreaking now. I was getting tiny bit of vibes from her in that one. Oh no, I'm gonna feel so bad. Oh, I'm getting reminded of an optional scene which you could miss in Doki Doki Literature Club with Natsuki. And there's a scene there which made my heart break. I'm getting vibes with possibly happening with Sadako. Oh god, no. Oh no. God, that scene. That was in Doki Doki Literature. I'm not gonna mention it because spoilers again, but that scene where she can speaks to the main character and her poem and all that. Oh god, for that day. In the later half of the game. God, that was so heartbreaking. Oh no. I'm feeling that something's gonna happen with that. Oh good god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god, I want to learn more about Mion and those three now. God, it's made completely and utterly apparent now that Rina is gonna be like, I guess, the designated antagonist for this game. Someone close, like someone who's been professed as being a love interest, which then turning out to be bad in some cases. In a psychological horror game, honestly, I wasn't really expecting anything much from her for this time. Like, I wasn't even like becoming emotionally invested at all because of that. Not because I only it wouldn't really be in that level anyway. Like, oh, I probably should have kept that in my head. I did the same thing with other games I went through in the channel. So why didn't I? Why did I fucking forget about that trope here? It's a common trope. It works sometimes too. It works so well. Someone like you trust and like maybe have feelings for and you want to get closer to, then something the last second or something like that proves to be entirely horrible. Or at least there's something that comes up which immediately wants them to, that makes them turn against you. God, that's so good. And like, if the chapter 5 is where like the whole thing of that was like the Watanabe festival, like, you know, what was it? Yeah, the whole Watanabe festival. Then the learning about Oyashiro-sama's curse, that was the festival. The next like, latter half was literally just figuring out, going into the darker sides of it all. Then is chapter 10 gonna be the last one for this chapter? Because I'm already going into the second chapter for the game. Like this whole entire thing with chapter 1 of Onika like Kushi. I'm forgetting the pronunciation right now. But immediately going into the second chapter. This is really good. This is really good. This is really good. Oh boy, I'm excited. Well, we'll leave this off right here. I want to see way much more of how this is all going. Just like it probably makes sense that for Mion leaving the club room just to go for the chores thing right there, just in that small thing, it feels like it's gonna show off just like the slow deterioration of the club and their friend group by then. That's what it feels like the whole scene was meant to imply now. Plus with Satoshi, I feel like Keiichi will try to bring it up with Mion when Rina's not around, or at least try not to, because now Rina's gonna be around everywhere, eavesdropping and everything. Nice. Nice. I have fun trying to play these mind games with Mion because she plays dirty. Sadako plays mean pranks. And Rika's the most normal and most timid person here, but she has a ruthless side. Even if it's just mostly just passive aggressive comments. And I think really she's just set in stone to die. Way later on anyway. Oh boy. Really looking forward to this. I'm really glad I decided to go through this game, this whole entire series. Oh, I'm looking forward to it so much. But we'll leave this off for next time. So, for fun time watch as I am playing this. Hope you see you next time, what time may be. And I hope you a fantastic day.